Okay, so here is part 2, and here are the examples that we're going to work. So please do these with me, okay? So we have x plus 7 equals 18. So what we want to do is solve for x, okay? So we want to solve for x. We want to get x on the side by itself. So remember we talked about inverse operations, all right? So in order to get x on the side by itself, we need to move the 7. Well, in order to move the 7, we have to do inverse operations, which is the opposite. So this is plus 7. So we're going to do the opposite, which is minus 7. So remember we talked about balancing equations, and what I do on one side, I must do on the other side. So I like to draw a line through the equal sign. That's my balance line, okay? So whatever I do on one side, I'm going to do on the other, the exact same thing. Inverse tells me to do the opposite. So this is plus 7, so I'm going to subtract 7. And if I do it on one side of the equal sign or the line, I have to do it on the other side, the exact same thing. Okay? So now I have that. I'm going to bring my x down because I want to get that by itself. I'm going to bring my equal sign down. Plus 7 and negative 7, or 7 minus 7, is 0. So that cancels out. So I'm done with that. And then I just do the math on the right side over here. Okay, 18 minus 7 is 11. So my final answer is x equals 11. All right, so I come over here and I'm gonna do the same thing over here for number 2. First, I'm gonna draw my balance line. Okay, I'm trying to get x by itself. All right, this says minus 15. So inverse operations tell me to do the opposite. If this is minus 15, what's the opposite of minus 15? It's plus 15. It's adding 15. And whatever I do on one side of the line, I have to do the same thing on the other side of the line. Okay. So I bring down my x, bring down my equal sign. Again, these are opposites, negative 15 and plus 15. So that cancels out. And then I just do this math over here. 22 plus 15 is 37. So my final answer is x equals 37. Okay. Let's look at a couple more examples. So, example number 3, y minus 5 equals 4. Okay, so again, the first thing I'm going to do is draw my balance line through the equal sign. This is going to help me. Next, I'm going to say, okay, I'm trying to get y by itself. So what needs to move away from the y? The negative 5. What's the opposite of minus 5? It's plus 5. What I do on one side, I have to do on the other. Okay, I bring my y down, bring my equal sign down. These opposites cancel out. Now I'm just left with 4 plus 5, which is 9. So y equals 9. Okay. Example 4. This is going to be a little different. I have 4 plus m equals 12. Nothing changes. I'm still going to draw my balance line. And here I'm trying to get my m by itself. Well, look, this 4, it's positive. So what's the opposite of a positive 4 or plus 4? Again, I subtract 4. Well, what I do on one side, I have to do on the other side of the line. Okay. Now I bring my m down. These are opposites, so they cancel. And now I'm left with 12 minus 4. Well, what is 12 minus 4? Okay. If you said that it's 8, you are correct. So m equals 8 is my final answer. Okay. All right. Let's look at a couple more if we can. Example 5. X minus 9 equals 2. Again, I'm doing the same thing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm adding on both sides. That cancels. I bring my x down. Have x equals. If you said 11, that's correct. All right. Now here's the last one I would like for you to do. Y plus 10 equals 17. Solve that and let me know what that is.